quest to bring Ejike back home has now been given to Dan. What exactly does Dan have against Ejike? Because I don't understand. Now Ejike was at the kidnapper's place, and all of a sudden he had an imagination that his mother that has spied, came to give him water to drink. So as he was drinking it, the kidnapper shouted, "Come on, stop that rubbish. What are you doing? Which water are you drinking?" Say he wants to drink water. Say no. Until they bring that your money, you are not drinking any single water. So Mona came back to her mother's house. Andy was there. Chinwe was there. And also Dan with Rita. They actually organized the money so that they will be willing to give it to the kidnappers. So Andy said, okay, he himself is going to give the kidnappers the money. And Dan now started shouting, no, it is not going to be Andy, that it is him that they call. So he now is going to deliver that sum of money to them, no matter what is happening, no matter what will even go on in Andy's mind, that he's not going to leave Andy because they know that he is his friend. So he will deliver that money anyhow it is. So on his way to doing all of that, Andy was busy complaining that why is it him? Why is it that they have to give him that responsibility? He said anyhow it wants to be, that he is the one that is going to carry the money to go and breed Ejike, because he understands the kind of pain that Ejike has been going through right from the very beginning. So he won't be willing to let him stay with Andy at all, that he will go by himself and go and get what he wants. So Dan took he and his wife Chioma to the restaurant. So they were eating and Chioma was very happy. Wow, her husband is doing her this, her husband is doing her that. She was even worried that what is going to happen to Ejike? She all of these things is going to go well or not. Well, Dan told her that she should not worry at all, that he's going to try his best to bring her back. So Dan gave her some sum of money, then told her that she should go and call the bar. That is how he put some medicine inside her own food and her own drink. You see that there is something going on right here. There is something going on right here. So he now told her that she should finish the food, that she should rush back home, that he now is going to drop that money and come back. So that is what he wants to do. So Chinwe now started remembering all the things that were going on in her life. Now started remembering, and she now saw that the man that raped her is Dan. That is how she told Mona. That is how she told Mona that Dan himself is among all of these plots. But she did not understand it at first. But she recognizes the bite mark on his hand, because that is the mark that she gave the person. That is the mark that she gave the person. So now she has already realized it. She has called in Andy. She has called him, Mona called in Andy, called in Rita, and actually explained what exactly happened to her, and has said that Dan is responsible. So the blame now has been going on down. Andy now is very angry, and he said that no matter what will happen, no matter what will go on now, Dan, this has already given him the reason to go out on all out on Dan, because Dan doesn't respect himself, so he's not willing to be respected by anybody. So Dan's wife returned home. She started vomiting blood. Hey, she started vomiting. Even a driver needed to do fast and rush them back to the hospital, because we don't know if this woman is going to cry or not, but we are hoping for the best for her. Let it not be like Dan is going to just leave everybody and run away with this money the way it is right now, because they know how all this thing has been going from the very beginning, and now he's willing to leave it just because of Ejike has done something wrong. Well, at least that will be a +1 for Ejike, but it's going to be another huge problem again when he finally gets home and start paying off his debts. So guys, what do you think is going to happen to Dan's wife? Is she going to cry or not? What exactly is Ejike going to say when Chinwe tells him about what Dan has done to her? All of this thing is revolving around Dan. So let's put our heads together. Drop your comment at the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as well. Goodbye and